Neoliberalism Explained. What actually is neoliberalism? To paraphrase David Harvey, a famous Marxist geographer, neoliberalism is a purposeful economic practice of market freedom characterized by privatization and individualism that is facilitated by the state. So, what is it supposed to do in theory? Well, the alleged benefits of neoliberalism are split into three overlapping categories: the reduction of the state, market privatization, and the promotion of individuals' social and economic responsibility. The reduction of state intervention is connected to the idea that if the global economic market is left to its own devices, it has everything that it needs to thrive and survive. It will be self-regulating and will reduce inequality through creating competition, lowering prices, and making goods and services more accessible. This, accompanied by a reduction in state responsibility for individual welfare, is projected to lead to resilience, empowered individuals, and as a result, a more economically and socially developed society. However, the reality of neoliberalism is very different. In practice, a reduction in state influence on the market means a reduction in welfare and responsibility of the state for care of its most vulnerable citizens. The idea that neoliberal free markets would provide vulnerable citizens with the economic agency to participate fully in economic markets is unrealistic, as they do not have the economic and social capital to do so in the first place. In the context of a globalized world, widespread use of neoliberalism by more economically powerful countries causes globally increasing socioeconomic inequality, both within and between countries. David Harvey argues that neoliberalism, therefore, is merely used by state governments as a method of restoring and reinforcing class domination on both a national and global scale. Now, hopefully you've learned a little more about neoliberalism. Be sure to check out my blog post, Capitalism After COVID, where I discuss the real-life effects of neoliberalism in more detail, and take a browse through the rest of my blog where I explore other interesting elements of urban and social geography.